Oh, man. There's way too many sneezes. Where's my sneeze guard? Oh, my God, man. So we're still in allergy season. So today's title, Pokemon 151 Surprise is top choice. That's a long title. How about 151 Surprise is underpriced? How about that? And then also we're going to say ZELLE down but not out. And how about hot Rayquaza break? We're going to remove ZELLE from the title. It's not interesting enough. 151 Surprise is underpriced. Hot Rayquaza break. And new Slab rotations. Here we go. We'll hit save on that. Good. We're finally started. It's 11:50. We're very late. I didn't get into the room late, but we're starting very late. We're going live for Tuesday morning. This is more like Tuesday lunch. Here we are. Here we are. All right. I just made a restock on 151 Surprise. I actually got a great deal on it. I got a negotiation with the buyer to do a private sale between us. And I think it's one of the better items on the menu. Let's see. Cool. So I had bought from him before. And so I'm buying from him a second time. Cool. All right. I might just have to keep buying. I'm going to go ahead and blow my nose a little bit. Terrible, man. All this sneezing. I got some neck pain, too. What the hell? I got that Wegovy neck headache, neck migraine. All right. Let's log in here. And let's grab this. I have a question. Can I do a refund on my Slab away? What? Hell no, bro. You gotta pay that off, bro. What's the name on the Slab away? Oh, let me pause that. Pause. Did that work? Post nasal drip. Yeah. Marshall Weber. Oh, that was simple enough. Let's go take a look. I don't think so, Mr. Marshall. You've got a gram of gold. I suppose, but Slabaway is designed. It's a $20 cancellation fee. Is that okay with you? Are you sure? Found the gold a little cheaper. Did gold go down in price? Let me see. Gold slightly up today. Oh, it's and the last 5 days is down 11%. Whoa, that's a big drop. So yes, you are absolutely allowed to cancel. But I guess gold didn't behave the way we thought it would, huh? Gold got a little cheaper all of a sudden. So yes, you are allowed to cancel. That is the nature of Slabaway. I'll go prepare it for you. No problem, man. Do you want your refund to just be store credit to make it easy, or we are? So this got a little cheaper. I guess that's the risk of offering a Slabaway program on a product like gold, is it goes up and it goes down. But it went down 11%, and our price already had a little premium to it. Let me set that over there. So Marshall Weber. I'm jumping over here. So gram of gold. He says, just had something come up. Oh, yeah? Let me go find how you were paying real fast. Marshall, how did you buy into it? Did you buy into it with store credit? Let's go find you real fast. So let's talk for a second, guys. ZELLE is down. Zelle itself works, but I do not get emails for Zelle, okay? That's what's going on. I do not get emails. So you can still pay with Zelle, but you have to take a screenshot of your payment and then share that with me. Now, I spent like an hour, I'm not exaggerating, I spent like an hour getting in contact with Zelle to find out what was going on, for them to tell me it was a known issue. They know it's a known issue, it's a communications problem. Zelle itself works, but no one knows when they're getting paid because no one's getting emails. All right, so that's what's going on. A lot of sites are down today. Crunchyroll was down. Oh yeah, eBay was down. I noticed that. All right, did we pin this? I think we did pin this, right? Yeah, we pinned it. Okay, good. So that's pinned now. Cash App payment sent. Let's jump over here. Marshall, what happened, dude? I thought you were Mr. Reliable. You're like, oh, I want my money back now on the gold. All right, let's see how this works. So Marshall, that doesn't have a message attached. Okay, it must have been through the website then. Is that what it was? Must have been through the website, huh? Let's go over to the website. Ow, my neck's hurting. I have a Wegovy headache. That's why I call it. It's a Wegovy headache. All right, here we are. So this says $40 for Slab away, 1 gold gram. And then let's jump over here. How did you make payments on it? I don't see it. I ordered on the website. Were you using store credit? And what was the nature of that store credit? Let me try this again. Oh wait, I see a $100 payment that was made on, but that was made on 2/27. So you made a $40 payment there. I'm trying to find the actual payments. Hey, Big Daddy, hope you're having used my Cash App on the website. Used my Cash App. Oh, so maybe the rest of it's in Cash App. All right, so obviously I can only refund it if I can find it. I have to find it. Let's go to Cash App. Let's try to find Marshall Weber. Ah, is this you? Here it is. Let's see. It says I've received no money from Mr. Marshall Weber on Cash App. That's weird. I received money from this guy. How about this guy? I found 3 Marshall Webers. Ow, my neck, dude. Weird. How much was the amount you sent on the website? I'm sorry, on the Cash App. Maybe this is it, actually. Hold on. This is very confusing. It says you sent $99 via Google Pay. All right. So I think I'm going to start there. So if you started at 229 minus 100, you're owed 129, right? That's what it would claim. So that would be minus 20. So that means you would be owed $109 after the cancel fee. $109 return. It's a bit strange the way it looks. All right, let me open this. The math ain't mathing on my side. That's why it looks strange. It looks like there's a missing payment. All right, I'm going to issue a refund on this. Issue, let me leave a message. Canceled gold slab away. Issue refund. So now you should be owed about $10. The math ain't mathin'. Where did the last chunk of money come from? Okay, and then we can do this one as well. Marshall Weber. Okay, so this shall say $10. And they'll say canceled gold slab away. All right, so you have been refunded a total of $109. Yeah, I think I did that right, did I? Yeah, 109. And there you have it. But it doesn't really make sense to me because it's almost like, oh, I must have let you have it at a low. I know what it is. I know where the missing money is. I must have let you put it in the slab away for $10. That must have been the trick. All right, that would make a lot of sense. So I must have let you do a slab away fee of $10. Oh, my neck. Oh, the hell. Oh, I have a neck headache. All right, so if gold's down 13 or 11% or whatever it is I saw, let's put this back up for sale at about 200 and we'll do $205. There we are. Okay. That is exactly why we have to have cancel fees. Those are very important. There we go. Sorry about that. No, it's all good. Something came up, huh? We're going to say gold. That D looks like an old. Oh, it looks like I'm saying Golo. Let's try this again. Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. What's up, everybody? How's it going? How you doing? How's your mommy? How's your mama? How's your daddy? How's your fur baby? How's your auntie? Get another sleeve there. So this is a gram of gold. We sell gold. Gold's a nice conservative thing to buy. Pokemon's risky, you know. Gold's not risky, like at all. And we can even accept a trade from Pokemon into gold, which is why we have this. So I like to keep a gold gram on the table. I'm going to keep it at 210, I think. So it'll be a little cheaper than last time. All right. There it is, gold. You know, when the Iran war started, I think that was around the time that gold sold, right? Was that it? It was around the time that the war started, wasn't it? Honestly, don't remember. Do a gold break. Nah, that feels too much like actual gambling. So what you could do, though, is you can win a break and then say, please trade the break slab for that gold piece. So I don't know about this guy. What's this guy? 40 times 7. They're pretty close, right? So you could say, trade the knockdown for the gold gram. Okay, so anytime you want to take a shot at a piece of gold, just jump into a regular break and then use the actual slab as a trading token toward the gold. Deal? But I'm not going to do a break directly on gold. It looks way too much like a casino at that point. It's too weird. It's not the thing to do. You know, no one traditionally does that. 151 surprise. I just did a major restock on this. We just took on 4 cases, and I'm a big fan of it. I think it's genuinely underpriced for what it is. The Gengar Pikachu in the set looks great, and it's going up in price. And I think the set has not followed it up. That's why I did a restock. So I don't have a lot of cash now, but I have a lot of 151. And it's going to stay that way, and I'm glad that I have a good chunk of it. All right. Let's do a break on some gold. Faithful all. Do a gold break. I hate being sick. Send me that 109. All right. So let's see if there's any business other than doing a refund. Oh, and do I need to cancel this out of the actual Discord still? Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday's traditionally a slower day of the week. We'll see how busy it is. Sometimes it's very busy, actually. Hey, mister, do you do priority shipping? We can. If you want me to do priority shipping for something, I can do that. Basically, there would be an extra fee. It's like a $5 extra fee, depending on what it is. Like, if it's really big, it might be a little more than that. A good break would be cool. Oh, you're in luck, Mr. Gavin. We have lots of breaks. Here's Lego. Here's Tyranitar. Here's the new Mega Break. Here's the new Rare Candy Break. Here is the Waifu Break. Here's the Trade Break. Here's the Pack Splits. Here's the Manga. Here's the Gym Challenge, Gym Break. What do you know? We have them already. Tons of them. Hundreds of them. Thousands of them. All right, check it out, guys. That's a lot. Half the table is just breaks, actually. But we're preparing to do a new price check on many of the slabs in the A box. So the A box is in range of a rotation. So here are some nice new gym breaks. Plankton Tiny Tyrant and Galarian Slowking. Oh, yeah. Did Cash App ever get sorted out? Because I want to ship out my slabs, so I want to make sure you have everything that belongs to you. No, I noticed pretty much anything you sent to me got like bounced or something. I don't want to call it bounced, but like it didn't come into the account or something. They all say, reminder, Anthony sent you this or something. I don't know like if I have to accept it or something, but I just cannot find it in the account. So I have no clue what's going on with that. So I'm not confident with it, but I can ship you out if you need to ship out, but just help me out. Make sure that you, if you notice that the money is just being returned to you, please just resend it maybe a different way. Or I don't know why that the Cash Apps wouldn't be working, because you obviously you have the money. It just didn't get accepted, but I don't know what that's all about because I never see that. And again, I couldn't just get into the app and like accept it. There was no option for that. So I don't know if it's something I can actually do from my side. Here's a knockdown. It's weird, isn't it? Here's a Lego. Here's Tyranitar. Here's, wow, this is up to 2 spots, guys. Wow. In one day, 2 spots. Charizard, Redo Healer, the Trade Slab. We got Pack Split. We got Manga. We got all of it, okay? We got all of it. It's all good. Here's some consignment. Consign, consign, consign. These are all 3 consigned. Let's take them down. How many surprise 151 boxes come in a case? That's a good question. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this. So we're heading over here to the Consigned Slabs channel, and we're going to take a picture of these 3 beautiful slabs. Click. All right. Ooh. I haven't gotten it returned. It looks like it's took from me. I can possibly cancel and send ZELLE, but ZELLE is down. I'm just an honest man. Yeah, I would cancel them and resend through ZELLE, and then we're all good. And ZELLE will update the email eventually. They told me that it's not that ZELLE is down, their emailing system is down. I had to wait like an hour, by the way, to figure this stuff out, guys. I was on the phone for like an hour just waiting there. And by the way, I had to talk with like a stupid robot for like 30 minutes just to get a hold of anybody. Isn't that crazy? They never want you to actually stick around in their call center. They want you to give up and be like, oh, I don't have a real question. So they force you to sit in line for it. It's just crazy, dude. All right, see this one? This one says eBay on it. Hi, Kevin. So he's at $100. He will not be changing. Here's Sandy Cheeks Marshall Astronaut. Ooh. $95. I really like these SpongeBob cards, but they have not sold so far. I'm gonna leave her at 95. Actually, no, we need to know if her price has changed at all. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the morning time stream, sort of morning. Sandy Cheeks Magic. Here it is. So she is, that's correct. She's $95. Even the cheapest one is 95. So this price is correct. I guess let's get it up to 4 dots. 4. So the new dots shall be 4 dots. 2, 3, 4. All right, so 4 dots. And here's this water energy for $300. Basic water energy. I think this one's mistitled. I think this is from Hidden Fates, not Team Up. This has to be fixed like the Per Ugly. That's too bad. I'm willing to sell it if somebody wants it, but it needs to be fixed. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Magic the Gathering, Secret Identity. Huh. Crazy. So that didn't sell last time. just like the Amazon stores with no employees. Yeah. They all want to go, they all want to have no call center so they don't have to pay anybody to talk to you. Really dumb, dude. You got to have a call center. ... All right. Here's Gundam MK. Oh, these are nice. I've already sold like 2 of these. 2 of these MK guys have sold. Popular. Probably underpriced. Those are 1989. 1989 Gundam, everybody. I was just showing off some Mario bloopers I sold for like $600. They're the exact same product with the exact same time period on them. Ah, neck ache. Oh, man. All right. Good. Let's see what's going on over here. We have a Pat Gibbs penny message. Tag grade the Woody and Buzz card, please, and 5 Poke Shuffles using store credit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, Tag and Woody. Wood and Buzzy. And what was it again? Buzz, Woody, and Buzz. 2 gay best friends. Here it is. And then 5 Poke Shuffles. Did you say 5? So that's $25. And this is $30. That's 55 total, right? You got 20 left over. Can I slab away both the Gundams? Yes, you can. We can do that if you'd like. That's $25 remaining. Mr. Pat Gibbs. Good. Now we're going to put this in a new sleeve. All right, good luck. I hope it gets a 10. We gave it a 9.5 plus. That means it's kind of like borderline. That's the way I perceive it. I used to watch Gundam SD on Cartoon Network, if I'm not mistaken. Nice. When I get a headache like this, I wonder what the trick is. Do I need to like go lay down? Do I need to go drink some sugar or something? Like, what is triggering the neck headache? Here it is, 5 of these Poke Shuffles, very popular Poke Shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, cold round. That sucks. All right. It was 5. Yes. Okay, that's a cold round. I'm sorry, Pat. I'm sorry, Pat. Mr. Fat Pat. We just received $9 from an external address. That'll be Mr. LaFlame. Let's print him a label. Hey, Mr. LaFlame. What's going on, man? So, you gave me an address in Discord. I'm going to go grab this. Get ready to wait a very long time, by the way, Mr. LaFlame, because it takes them so long to finish those vault things these days. You got to wait like 2 months for them to put your cards in the vault. It's terrible. Here, let me hit print so that it formats the address. Okay. No problem. You know, Mr. LaFlame, you're like the 3rd guy now to have me ship those items off to the vault. It's pretty cool. I like the PSA vault. Really changes the game a little bit. That pretty much means anytime you see something you like over here, you could snatch it or participate in a break or whatever it is. And then later, just have me forward it to the vault. You can operate a card collection almost like a brokerage account for investing. So that's a big deal. That's a big idea. And I wonder if PSA is going to raise their prices on it at some point. Let's see. Let's get one of these breaks up in here. Lightning break. All right. Get that knocked out over there. Oh, yeah. Look at that knockdown, man. PSA Vault scares me too much. Yeah, okay. That's probably good because it's already too crowded, to be honest with you. All right, and then the only thing I have to say is I wonder how that money in the Coinbase account changes over time. What? Why do I have to answer this question? I'm trying to log into Coinbase and it's asking me serious questions. It's asking me like, where are you from? Okay. Oh my God. All right, I'm out of here. Coinbase is asking me like 500 questions. Does it have to ask those questions? Is it like a legal thing? Yep. Wow, man. Let me try filling it in. Business location. It's crazy that they don't just put United States at the top. What does your business do? Sell cards. Okay, sorry guys, I'm filling in some stupid form on Coinbase. Something went wrong. What do you mean something went wrong? What is your annual income? Wow, are they allowed to ask this? Okay, that's crazy that they're asking this. What are the primary sources of your funds? How will you deposit funds into your Coinbase account? Tell us more about how you acquired the funds. Selling cards or something. I'll just say income. Let's see. We're verifying your info. Wow. Crazy. Okay. And can I still use my account? Why were they asking me all that stuff? Whoa, they made some changes to their account. Coinbase is looking very different right now. Call your senator to protect crypto. Ow, dude, my neck. Oh, I'm getting that. Oh, I'm getting that neck headache. Crazy. All right. So I'm finally in my account now. It says I have $38 in crypto. They had asked me like 500 questions, and all I have is like $38 of crypto. That's crazy. They want to know my income. They want to know my business. They got my business website. All right. We're selling all these. Crypto's pretty rough. I had $38 of Ethereum, and when I sold it, it only gave me $33 of it. $5 of that is, I guess, their fees. That is by far the worst fees. Like PayPal has way lower fees than that, and I've always considered their fees kind of high. All right. Coinbase is very sus of you. Almost no one uses Coinbase with me. It's pretty rare. There we go. I'm going to delete that now. We have an order from Mr. Raul Mendoza. He says, for Slab away, both Gundams. All right. All yours. Let's grab a sleeve. All right. Gundam. Good luck with these. Good. Yeah, their fees are terrible. I think crypto in general is very rough for sort of like doing business in because, you know, the coins go up and down in value. Oh, Mr. Raul, you already have a, what do you call it, a slab away from August 2025. It's almost expired. You have a PSA 9 for alligator. Is that right? All right, so you should finish that one, okay? I'll go ahead and set this one up because I have a feeling you're going to finish it. But don't let the other one expire, okay? 2 PSA 10 Gundam, $200. And how much did you send? You sent 40, so 180 remains. Okay, 180 left. Mr. Raul, you already have a slab with us. All right, now, I can already tell how things are going. I'm getting a really bad headache, but we're going to fix it. I'm going to go take a painkiller right now, and that's going to fix it. All right, I'm back. Sweet. I'm sorry. So I had to take a painkiller. And that is going to kick in like 30 minutes, and then we're going to be fine. So, Anthony Rodriguez. Hey. Thanks, Mr. Anthony. Now, wait a second. That says Cash App. Why am I getting Cash App? Oh, you were trying to send Cash App to the Cardconomist, I think. I think that's what it was. Oh, that's it. Your Cash App payments were to the Cardconomist instead of probably whatever my Cash App really is, which is probably like Dora Caton. Let's see. What is my Cash App? My Cash App is $, the Cardconomist, but I'm getting emails through the Cardconomist at gmail.com for Cash App. So that might explain it. Okay. Which I don't actually own an account under that email. We have a PayPal order for Nathan Gordon. He says, 1 Tyranitar break. You got it. Hey, what's up, man? Here it is, the Tyranitar break, everybody. Triggered by stress, poor posture, jaw clenching. Here it is. Mister, that was canceled. Oh. Now we know. All right. Thank you very much. It's weird. It looked like a really old one. Now we know. All right, Nathan Gordon. Here you go, Nathan. Nathan Gordon. Good. Drunken Tyranitar, come home, please. I'll send it through my wife's cell. Sweet. Now, wait a second. This doesn't go in here. That's what it was. I think you were trying to Cash App me to, like, the Cardconomist Gmail, maybe. I'm not sure. It has to be something like that. Because I don't understand why I would get those emails. Those emails should only be coming through Doric Caton Gmail. You are. All right. Number 5. So you probably did send the money, but it was sitting in an account that doesn't own a Cash App. Hey, stay up there. How about that Sleepy Tyranitar, guys? That's peak Pokemon cards right there. We're checking the website. Yeah, is it working? Website is clear, no orders. So we're looking at a slow Tuesday. I can already feel it. Slow, potentially slow Tuesday. I want to talk again about this product right here. I'm a big fan of it. 151 Surprise. This is Pikachu Gengar. This is Bubble Mew. 2 extremely good Pokemon cards in this set. And I just did a heavy restock on this. Look, it even comes with this Gengar. So I'm a fan. I might have to open some product of that for myself. I might have to open a case and take a shot at the Gengar Pikachu. I don't know. Might have to take a shot at him. All right. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Good day for trades. Good day for trades. If you guys got any trades you want to work on, I'm all ears for trades. But it looks like we're going to be a little slow today, and that's all right. We got some cards to reprice. Let's see what we got here. Like this Ice Cube, which I really don't feel like the Ice Cube would have changed much in price by now. Ice Cube. 133. Yeah, I wish I knew what triggered this Wegovy headache. If there was a particular food type that I ate, I don't know what could have triggered it. Still learning about it. Looks like he's actually more expensive now. He's a $50 card now. So this card has gone up. This is now $50. You know what? So I'm going to write 50 on it, and it's going to go up into the Waifu Shuffle. He's so cute. I love the way this Ice Cube looks like. I like that he's a nice, solid Pokemon card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is 50, and he goes. Hoping one of those Gold Star sells. Number 133. Ice Cube. And we should say P10. Good. All right. 151 Surprise. Give it a try, guys. It's a great price. Even I think it's a good price. Like, you want to know something that's not a great price? Ascended Heroes. It's pretty expensive. But let's see. The 151 Surprise. You know, not that long ago, we were selling 151 Surprise for like $10 a pack. And now we're hitting it at $6 a pack. That's crazy. All right, let's see. Oops. Yeah, okay, good. Yep, that's what it looks like. $6 a pack. I'm gonna be chanting about how good that set is for a little while because it's looking good to me. 50 for my Manga Robin credit card. Manga Robin. Now what does that mean? Oh, the bounty. Just to make notes on progress with this dietary change up. Do you do a nutrition journal? No. No, I do not. Darwin Morales up to 950. Holy, bro. Tyler Davis, take pictures. Jack Woodworth, 20 bucks. Brandon Vargas, $54. Good, good, good. Have you had any Beckett slabs this month yet? No. I think it says we have a submission with them, but it hasn't like even updated it at all. I'm tempted to ask them an email like what's going on with it. It feels weird because I feel like normally it shows like a charge, like how much money I sent them, but it says like invoice of 0. I don't know what that means. Now, wait a second. Does this mean I had a third one? Oh, I had a third one. Oh, that's crazy. So I have 3 of these Gundams. All right. Very nice. I Am No Man. Very good. $100. Topps Chrome. He getting his face crushed. Good stuff. I am no man. I'm a woman. You're a woman, Harry. All right. Invoice of 0 means they haven't charged you yet. That doesn't really make any sense because with BGS you pay up front, so it doesn't make any sense. So that's why I don't get that one. Oh yeah, I just did a card show in Choctaw in Oklahoma this weekend. Oh, nice. Potter trailer. Oh no, dude. I don't like their casting for Snape. I'm not gonna lie. I think that the race swapping was not a good choice. I think Snape makes way more sense looking more like the original Alan Rickman actor, and they race swapped it, and I don't think it's gonna work. I think you can race swap some of the characters, but I think Snape, it's not gonna work with him. They're weird. They charge you, but then they back charge, and they charge again when they start the submission. What? Driving a baby lamb to sacrifice on Mistress Lawn for the PSA subs to come back faster? Well, we are getting the January ones. It seems pretty fast, but the other ones we're getting them late. Now wait a second. I gotta price this Heatran. He's got 2 dots, so he's pretty old now. Heatran number what? 003. I got over it. I just want the books adapted and some more. Here we are. I'll never be over it, Mr. Mike's side. It's not right. Race swap is mandatory nowadays. That's how it feels. So this is now a $50 card. I know they want more representation, but I think the trick to representation is just to write new characters. If people fall in love with the character and then, you know, race swap the character later, I think that's just going to end up with people not wanting the product anymore. They're going to say, sorry. It's like if Mickey Mouse was a mouse and then they turned him into a rat or something, or a hamster. It's like, no, bro, Mickey Mouse is a mouse. Mickey rat, Mickey gerbil, Mickey dwarf hamster. Doesn't work. It's got to be Mickey Mouse, bro. And so I think that it's really foolish that they do that, and they just keep doing it. It's like they keep shooting themselves in the foot. You hear about these games going out of business. You get like all these video games. They keep developing games that fail. They keep developing shows and music that fail. And they can't figure it out. It's like, well, what did you change? That's what's going wrong. You keep changing things. We go, okay, Pat gives Mr. Pat. He says, store credit for 3, 151 surprise, and 1 Pokey Shuffle. You got it, man. You can't do it. It doesn't work. People go, nah, that's bullcrap. Here we are. 1, 2, 3. Okay, boom. Clan Pearl. Wow. Mister, that will get you canceled for saying all that. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it, and I'm not too worried about being canceled at this point. I'm not worried about it. I'm at a point in life where I already have my Pokemon cards, and so I'm not so scared about what happens next. Maybe if my Pokemon cards caught on fire, but no, I mean, think of it like this. So I'm part Filipino, right? And imagine they took Snape, who was traditionally white British, because it's a British show taking place in a British fantasy, right? Kind of like Lord of the Rings a little bit, right? It's a European style story. It's written from a European while he was living in Europe, describing European history in a sort of abstract fantasy way. And so, yeah, the characters come off as kind of British. You know what I'm saying? And so imagine they take this character like that, this Snape character, and they turn him into a Filipino dude, like heavy Filipino. He's like all the way Filipino. And then they come to me and they say, well, we did it for you so that you could have representation, Filipino representation. I'd be like, this is so dumb, dude. I wouldn't feel like I gained anything. I wouldn't feel like, oh, finally, thank you for race swapping Snape into a Filipino. What was I going to do before this point? I wouldn't feel that way. I'd feel like, ooh, sorry, guys. I didn't ask for this. That's how I'd feel. I'd be like, ooh, no thanks. I don't want your leftover character, you know? That's your character. Let Filipinos write a character or write a new character that starts Filipino, you know, from the very beginning. That's a better feeling. And Hollywood just doesn't get that. I don't know why they don't get that. They're like trying to find a quick fix for a lack of representation in their show. But it's like, that becomes the other question. Like, is it okay for a show to just be like Europeans? It's like, let's see, it's a story about castles. Who made castles? Britain. Britain made castles. Ireland, France, a little bit of Italy. That was a European thing. So they got this castle school, and it's not going to be full of like Europeans. Like, okay, how does that make any sense? So, yeah, they keep trying to hit us with that, and I don't think it sells. I don't think people buy it. I think some people buy it because they want to have a good time, but I think they lose a lot of sales, and then they're like, why aren't we making any money? We're going to have to close the studio down now. Gee, I can't figure out why. I don't know what it is. We're going to have to close the studio down. We're not making any money. Have you seen Disney? You know what's crazy about the Disney stock? If you look at Disney stock in the stock market right now, if you invested $1,000 in Disney 10 years ago, that $1,000 is still $1,000 today, 10 years later. That's how bad the Disney stock has been performing. 10 years later, you have the exact same amount of money. It's a catastrophe. That's a catastrophe. Your money should have doubled or tripled by now. But Disney stock is so bad, it hasn't done that. And it's a reflection of how people are sort of rejecting the, I don't know, these modern ideas, these experiments that are just sort of, they're well-intentioned. It's just they're not well executed. They just don't make sense ultimately. Let's see. What do you mean, mister? Everyone knows Ariel's black, says Mary. Snow White is Hispanic. Everyone knows that. Mulan's not Latina. Hey, they were careful with Mulan. They said, China will punish us if we make Mulan a black girl. They said, Mulan's going to be Asian. She's going to be an Asian lady just like she's supposed to be. And then China said, yes, good. And so they don't mess around with China because China will punish them for it. And we just, I think they get punished by other people in America too. Americans are very open-minded, but there's like a point where it gets like very stinky and very sort of like, oh my God, bro, like just, it's okay if Snape's British. It's a British story. Alexandra Noor, for the Charizard break, 1 spot. I think it's going to prove to be very unpopular. That's what I think will happen. I think people will watch it just because everybody wishes they had something to watch. And there's a lot of fans of Harry Potter and a lot of very open-minded, let's say left-leaning fans who will watch it and say that, hey, this is beautiful, this is good, this is progress. But I think they're going to actually lose a lot of sales too. They're going to lose a surprisingly large amount of sales. All right, Miss Alexandra Noor, she is heading right into the Charizard break. Yes, we have some beautiful breaks over here. Let me see. Let's see. Look at all these breaks. So we got all the breaks, and this time, the Charizard break. The dark side of Disney is commonly known nowadays. It's a form of marketing. It gets views. Engagement is engagement. I mean, you can say that, but look how bad Snow White did. Not only did it destroy the brand, not only did it destroy that girl's career, by the way, it wasn't even good for the girl, by the way. So she got a job, sure, but it ruined her career to a certain degree in a certain way. She could have been in a show where she was like a Latina princess or something, right? Or just like maybe like a Disney show where the race of Snow White wasn't so specifically white, so white that is literally in the description of who she is. She could have had a different role on a different Disney show, maybe like Zendaya in Dune, right? And then she just would have a good career right now. Instead, they cast her as Snow White when they probably should have just cast some, some white girl or something. And now Zendaya's like, she's been bombed, right? She's been review bombed in the Snow White movie, and she's not going to get a lot of other roles really easily. It's just changed the projection of her career to be stuck in this awkward position that she shouldn't have been cast into. And again, they're still clapping and saying, this is progress, this is beautiful, this is great. And it's like, no, it's really what it is it's white people virtue signaling. That's what it is. It's white people virtue signaling. It's always some group of people who are like, hey, we got to do this moralistic religious thing in our movies and our TV shows and tell everyone what's right and wrong, and then everyone will agree with us or something. Live action in Kanto, imagine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, and perhaps she's fine, actually. Perhaps she will just be cast in another show, so perhaps she's fine. It's too early to say that she's in trouble, but I mean, that movie was such a terrible catastrophe. I wouldn't have wanted to be cast in it because it changes my identity as an actress to be in the middle of this ridiculous sort of like culture war. And, when you're put into the middle of that, you end up saying and doing things you regret anyways. All right, let's see. Evie. Same for the guy who's now cast as Snape. Now he's in the middle of it. Evie. Let's see. How hard would it have been to just have a British dude play Snape? All right, 45. This guy's jumping in price. Here we go. Here we go. Shut up, minority. A white liberal woman with an art degree is speaking for you. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying about, I'm part Filipino. Imagine if they cast this character as Filipino and then said, don't you love this? I'd be like, no, I hate it. I hate it. Why would you do that? I feel so patronized. I feel so like pandered to. This is a character that's fake. You made this character, a white guy. Now he's a Filipino dude later after he's famous. Like that feels so like you put on the kitty wheels on my tricycle, because of course no one would like a Filipino character unless a white guy made him famous first. You know how that feels? That's terrible. And so who's even celebrating this, really? This is so smart. This is so good. But, there's still time for it to succeed. Maybe the writing on it will be so exceptionally funny or exceptionally clever, or the music will be so exceptionally good that it'll still do well. Wow, this guy is really expensive. So it's like $176 in Japan. So we're pricing this guy up in the $200 range. Wow. He's from 2018 Super Burst Impact. Holy. If they could read and understand another human being, they'd be mad. Wait, Chinese 151 is $6 a pack. We're doing $6 a pack on 151 Chinese Surprise, and I think it's actually a really good price. And I just stocked up on more of it, and I want you guys to open it because I think it's a great thing to focus on. I think that price won't last. I think it'll go up to $10 a pack in no time. Could be I don't know when, but I think it will go up to $10 a pack over time. It's one of the best Chinese sets. Unlike the gem sets, if you open the gem sets, they just have like 4 holographic cards per pack, right? Which basically turns those holo cards into junk. They're not worth anything. But if you look at the 151 sets, you get 1 holo per card. So when you pull a Master Ball out of the 151 Surprise, it actually matters. It's a rare pull. And then it also includes a chance for Bubble Mew on top of that, but then also Gengar Pikachu. Like, damn, bro. It's a good set. Dragoness says it also makes it impossible for the actor to shine. Before you can even start, you're being compared to what you could never replace. Yeah, I think that's what you meant to say. Sorry, dictation, but yeah, I think I understood what you're saying. It's because Snape was so well done by Alan Rickman. It's going to be so easy to take the black guy who's got to do him now and say he's way worse than Alan Rickman. So then the people will be able to say, oh, yeah, it's because he's black. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I agree. They put him in this tough position where now they're in the middle of a culture war. And you have all these people who have a lot of brand loyalty to the symbolic concept of Snape from the books and the Alan Rickman portrayal. So you got all this brand loyalty between all the rabid fans, and then they do like a race swap. It's just weird. It's like when they wrote the Ghost Rider. Do you guys remember 2016 Ghostbusters, where they said, you know what we should do to Ghostbusters? We should shit all over Ghostbusters and put the Saturday Night Live ladies in. And, you know, it was the three goofy ladies. There was the fat lady who's always doing the physical comedy where she gets like thrown around, the annoying blonde lady, the annoying brunette lady, and then the big black lady. They were the cast from Saturday Night Live at the time. They tossed them into Ghostbusters 2016, and they're like, if you don't like it, it's because you're sexist. And it was just an awful, awful, awful movie. They're still doing that to this day. It's like, yeah, you just don't like it because you're racist or sexist or blah, 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 or blah, blah, blah. It's like, what if it's just bad? What if you never should have what if you should have never gender swapped them? What if you should have just made a separate Ghost Rider spinoff, right? They're doing a spinoff of Game of Thrones right now, pretty successfully, I might add. So you could have had a Ghostbusters spinoff where it's all girls. But don't replace the original crew. Don't replace the original story. Just have it be like a new story, like a spinoff story. But to do a spinoff story would require creativity. You'd have to sit down and actually write a whole complex thing. You'd have to write a new story. You know how hard it is to write a story? It's hard. So they said, no, forget about that. Just race swap the current guys. Just gender swap the current guys. So they're lazy and they don't want to take any risks. They just want an easy cash out. That's what they want. They want easy cash. And I suppose they got easy cash for once, but at the cost of destroying the brand. This guy's correctly priced at $40. He's pretty cheap. He could be a giveaway, actually. I'll place him over here. All right. What are your thoughts on Palm Beach? Palm Beach Pete. Do you think he's sus? I don't know who that is. Oh, let's see. The Black and Asian Hobbits for everyone. Gotta love how the cast of Lord of the Rings Power calling out everyone racist on Twitter for not liking the show. Yeah, exactly. It's a European story written by J.R. Tolkien a million years in the past. It's okay. Like, here it is. It's okay to have a story that is quintessentially British or quintessentially European. And that means maybe casting Europeans. There's nothing wrong with that. If you really believe something is wrong with that, you're actually racist against Europeans. And that's how it is these days. That's how people feel about it. I don't know. It's all about, I think they have a term for it. They call it cultural Marxism, where you take some sort of great cultural thing owned by one group and you give it to another group that didn't make it and didn't earn it. And I think it's a real accusation. I think it sticks because there's a bit of truth to it, you know? There's a bit of truth to it. You got to make your own stuff. And then you say, hey, you know, like the Japanese. The Japanese are very good at making stuff. So you never see them having to be shoehorned into like a European story. Here's Dragapult. Look at this. Dragapult. So the Japanese never really struggle with this. You see it the other way around, in fact. Sometimes you see white people put into the role of a Japanese dude. But not so often anymore because people are more sensitive to that stuff. Fusion Art Dragapult for $25. You know, whatever I find on this, it's probably already accurate at 25. I'm not going to bother raising or lowering it from there. 25 is about where it should be. How's it going, guys? 151 Surprise is in the title today because I think it's such a great set. And I think it's honestly underpriced right now. So we have it at $6 a pack, $90 a box because a box has 15 packs. Try opening a round of 5 or a round of 10 or even a whole box of it. And try pulling that Pikachu Gengar. I think now's the time for us as a group to get that Gengar Pikachu out of here. I'd love to pull one. Magic the Gathering did Black Aragorn and Chinese Gandalf. Yeah, so that's another example of, you know, taking these characters that were created by J.R. Tolkien and race swapping it. But people are already loyal to the original brand where they were just understood to be European characters written by a European writer. And then later portrayed in the 2000s before the whole focus of our society became cultural equity. Before that point, they were cast in the way you think they would be cast. Here's the Dene. All right. Again, I don't think it really does that much good to race swap or to gender swap. I don't think it actually brings people together. I think it separates people. I think it makes people who are very loyal to a certain look or a certain brand go, hey, you ruined my character. You are. It no different than the obvious comparison of when, if you could take Black Panther and have a white guy play Black Panther, it would just be ridiculous, wouldn't it? It would just be very silly. So Aragorn, of course, makes a lot of sense as the one actor. What's his name? Hugo or something like that? It just looks like the way you imagined it in your head when you read the book. And then to swap him out in the Magic the Gathering set, it's pandering. It's pandering. It's what's the other word? Patronizing. Let's see. Alolan PSA 10. Alolan Executor. Now, this particular Executor is the promo Executor, number 288. They keep trying to make this Pokemon work, I swear. So many Alolan Executors have made it in the recent sets. Well, I can't find one for sale. Is that right? Number 288? Okay, I can't find one of these for sale. So I've got one for sale, but no one else has one for sale. And we're at a price tag of $35. Netflix anime adaptations are always bad. They had Steins Gate up next before Cowboy Bebop crashed. Still not as bad as a movie as The Adventure of Pluto. Most live actions have been terrible. Just place an order on your website again because that's all I know how to order from you. No problem, man. Can't forget about the ABC community. I don't know what that means. Shake my head, Mr. Must be racist. Everyone knows we constantly need to suck up and feel bad for the black community. In fact, everything should be black in order to make everything right again. My dad was brown. He was a Filipino man. He had dark brown skin, and my mom was a light white lady. So my family is a mixed race family, and I never thought of it. It never was an issue. It was 1990, and no one really talked that much about race even. It was actually a smaller issue in the 1990s than it was today. Today, it's like a bigger issue rather than a smaller issue. And so, you know, I hear about all the race problems, and I always think was like, it's all this demand to make things like perfectly equal or something. And I consider that basically just another form of communism. Here's Chris A. He says, solo leveling box, very nice. And 2 Waifu Shuffles. Guess what? We got the new Waifu Shuffle box going. Look, see? It's not very full, but we're going to fill it up. We're going to fill it up. Yeah, this demand for everything to be perfectly equal all the time, it's just sort of like, the world's not equal, right? We're all born with different DNA right at the start. I was given better DNA for doing math than some of my siblings, and it's just how it was. Even within your own family, within your own race, you see there's a white dude who's dumb, and then there's a white guy who's like Bill Gates or something. I don't think we can infer Bill Gates' name anymore because Bill Gates got himself in trouble. But you have to admit, he was a smart guy, maybe not in some ways. That doesn't mean you're a good person, but maybe smart at least. And yeah, within your own race, you see these giant variations in DNA quality. And so when you realize that that's how the world operates, bubble leg? Oh, that's bubble gum, T13 bubble gum. T13 bubblegum 10. It's got to be this one. All right, Princess Bubblegum. Nice. So here's your pull, Mr. Chris A. There you are. The minute you realize there's giant DNA differences within your own race, that's when you realize how unfair the world is. You realize that, you can be born lucky, tall, beautiful, handsome, dark eyes, the positive cantle tilt, all that goofy stuff. Or you can be born like a amorphous blob with the IQ of like, I don't know, a tomato. And so these are the complex problems in the world. So some people see that and they say, we have to make everything equal. And I understand that sentiment, but you can't force equal outcomes. That's communism. That's the whole equity thing, which is just another word for communism. Mr. Chris A., let me know if you like this bubblegum girl or if you'd like to re-roll it. You're allowed to re-roll for 90% value. In your case, it looks like about 3 re-rolls. Don't forget to call everyone racist if they disagree with you about anything at all, not caring enough about racism, or donate their entire life savings to the black community. Gee, Mary, you sounded pretty sharp, man. Mary sounded a little angry. Sounds fair. All right, mister. We need some more wrapper slabs. Re-roll it. All right, you got it, man. So let's get 90% of $70. 70 times 0.9. Yeah, so okay, so what we're gonna do to make this simple, we're just gonna call this 60 bucks. Okay. And now this is gonna get re-rolled. Now, you get a total of 3 spots. Ready? Good luck in there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's your re-roll. And I'm gonna put the bubble gum back up in here. And you're gonna pull 3 cold ones. I'm sorry, man. Sometimes the re-roll is lucky. Sometimes it is unlucky. That was an unlucky re-roll. We can put more girl slabs up in that box now. I don't have any girl. Ooh, here's a girl slab right here. So this is Beyond That Gaze. All right, so Beyond That Gaze going up in that box. Everyone knows only black people were affected by slavery. It's not like everyone in human history had been affected by slavery. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we are. All right, we're going to say E030. We're going to say Beyond That Gaze. All right, I'm sorry, Chris, but that was a cold round on the reroll. Maybe better luck next time. This is jumping into the box now. This Beyond That Gaze slab is going in. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about being angry at one race or another race or anything like that. They're all humans. So I actually don't dislike anybody or spend a lot of time angry at one group or another group. I'm just talking about, you know, if you design a really nice character and the character happens to be white, or maybe they happen to be Asian, it doesn't matter what race. Just don't race swap them. Don't gender swap them. Why do that? Because who they were originally, that's their brand. And you can't easily, what Hollywood learns over and over again is you can't easily race swap them without, you know, making people upset about it. And it makes a lot of sense to be that way. Like, I'm not a black woman, for example. I think South Park made a whole episode about that, right? The Eric Cartman stick a chick in it and make her gay. All right, let me go grab some solo leveling. All right, here we go. Pretty sure you are black, strong black woman. Maybe I am, I don't know. But, you know, if they made a movie about TheCardconomist one day, people will expect me to kind of be like me, you know. You're supposed to cast in the likeness of that person. All right. Very good. Very good. Ooh, yeah. Haha, people acting like minimum wage or even double minimum wage isn't slavery. It says cryptographic lurker. Here we are. Well, slavery is today's subject, slavery. Slavery is different ultimately, right? Here we are. So the slaves weren't paid anything. You were paid $0. And they owned you as a human being. And you probably slept in like a barn or something, and you're chained up, and they could dispose of you essentially. So that's really different from somebody who has the right to vote, freedom to go where you want, freedom to apply to any job, freedom to go to school and learn a trade skill, freedom to go to school and learn a skill like coding or law or medicine. You could become a nurse. That's very different. But I get the concept of like a quote-unquote wage slave. I get the concept. Ooh. Very nice. All right. Okay. It's easy to see the wealth gap and to feel outraged by the wealth gap. Ooh. But you know, if you're working a job like McDonald's hamburger flipper or something like that, which is a noble profession, if you're working a job like that right now, your money would go so much further if the government would stop devaluing the dollar. We watched over COVID the United States government print huge amounts of money to do what? To prop up the stock market. Ooh, look at that. Where's this from? I don't even remember this. Did I watch this episode? Cargalgan Tusk? Wow, that's cool, man. But as I was saying, back in the day, you could work at like a gas station and make enough money to buy a hot rod. But the reason for that was because there was almost no inflation. So if you think that the corporations are greedy, you're right, they are. But if you want to know why your money doesn't buy anything anymore, is because the United States government virtually stole the purchasing power of the dollar. And so now you're, $15 an hour at your grocery store job doesn't really buy you anything anymore. Like the price of food doubled over time. The price of vehicles doubled over time. The price of a home tripled over time, doubled over time. It's like you can't turn around and hate the corporation for actually doing something for society, like producing goods, producing services, and offering jobs. You can't hate just the corporation for quote unquote underpaying you while the government quietly, silently steals all your purchasing power out of your pocket too. You have to demand that the government stops overprinting money. And if you can't do that, those jobs just will never pay anything. They just won't. It'll always feel bad. Your purchasing power the purchasing power of the dollar has to remain strong. But we live in this thing. I really understand what I'm talking about, and I wish I could help other people understand, but it's complex, right? So we live in this particular kind of economy where it's a debt asset economy. So the government prints up all that money to loan out to people who buy assets. So the government makes big loans to rich people, to corporations, even to the middle class. It loans out huge amounts of money for you to buy an asset like a home using debt. And then when it looks like that debt bubble is going to pop because the prices keep rising, but the demand is slowing down, when it looks like a debt bubble is forming, what they do is they say, quick, print even more debt. And this printing is what causes the value of the dollar to fall further. As the value of the dollar falls, the cost of the debt goes down. Like $1 million of debt 20 years ago is not the same as $1 million of debt today. So if you held on to $1 million of debt, you won because it shrunk all on its own because the dollar value went down. So that's called a debt asset of society. It's like a leveraged society. And the winners are the people who pulled out a lot of money in order to buy as many assets as possible. And the losers are people who worked a low-paying job where the job's pay doesn't keep up with the inflation of the dollar. So if you're making $15 before COVID, now you need to be making $30 an hour to break even. But it didn't do that, did it? It went from $15 an hour to $20. So you didn't break even. So you're actually being pushed down into a lower bracket of society. Meanwhile, the people who pull out huge amounts of money for loans, they're growing faster than you. So whatever it is they bought, maybe they bought Pokemon cards on debt. But whatever it is they bought, that's what allowing them to escape you. They're escaping you. They're climbing the ladder and you're falling behind. And it's because they're smarter than you, to be honest. They understand money that way. They understand that's how the economy is operating. And so you're not making the same moves as they are. And I'm not even either. I don't even leverage that much money. I leverage a little bit of money for real estate and that's it. So I don't have a bunch of leveraging going on. So in other words, if I had pulled out $1 million of debt to buy $1 million of Pokemon cards, I could be sitting on $2 million of Pokemon cards if I had done that, assuming all the Pokemon cards averaged out to an increase in, 200% or something, right? But I didn't do that. Since I didn't leverage any money on Pokemon, well, then I didn't make out like a rich bandit as the Pokemon card hobby exploded. So I missed out on that. I missed out on a leveraging opportunity. I should have been doing that. But I'm a low-risk kind of conservative guy, so I don't do that. Mister, which color poker deck is the most rare? Yellow. Thoughts on the Texas oil refinery blowing up? I haven't heard about that one. All right, look at that. It was the Mossad. Well, you'd have to pay off the 1 million in debt. Then you'd only have 1 million left. Right, I'd have to pay off 1 million in debt, but I'd be left over with the $1 million of cash that I won with the leveraging. Here's Javier Arroyo. What's up? 10 Poke Shuffles. Yes, sir. Yeah, in a debt-based society, people who do not borrow money to buy assets are losers. They lose in that economy. They're not bad people. I don't mean like losers as in, haha, you're a loser. I mean, you lose the game. The winners are the borrowers who bought assets, and the losers are those who did not buy assets. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because every time the economy should collapse, the government keeps bailing everybody out by printing a bunch of money and saying, quick, we can offer you another loan at a lower interest rate to cover all your problems. Oh, Mr. Javier, I'm so sorry. That's a cold round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a cold round. I'm so sorry, man. Javier, let's put this to Dene in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's put this guy in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I bought all those Prism cards. Did you buy all the Cardos Prism cards I was looking at on eBay? They're gone now. I did not. You were looking at Cardos Prism cards, huh? I did not buy those. And no, the market's going nuts. There's guys with serious money buying up whatever they feel like. Here it is, the Dene. Old maid. I think it's time to move on to PSA 9s or something. T10. All right. And we're going to get this Alolan Executor. He's going to be number 288. Alolan Exeg. T10. What are you picking up nowadays? You guys want to know my moves in the market? Well, I personally just purchased 4 cases of 151 Surprise because after a little analysis, I felt it was undervalued. I felt like it should be more expensive. And I really like that it has the Gengar Pikachu in it, but also the Bubble Mew. So that's a Chinese set. I now have 4 cases of it. And I think it's underpriced on my menu right now. That's the set I'm recommending people to open. Here's 5 Ascended Heroes for Jose Achilles. What's up, man? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I saw you. You asked me like a question, I think, about taxes in Discord. And honestly, all I know is I'm like an S Corp. That's it. And my tax accountant person, they just do it all for me. And I hope that they are helping me pay less taxes. But I actually don't know much about tax structure or tax system. I don't worry about it. Here it is, snipping this. And here's this. The Japanese Gold Star Gyarados I was telling you about got sold the next day, and now the only one available is 22K. Yeah. He's a cool card, man. But the market's in a frenzy right now, and so I think the greed level is at its very top point. And so I'm just kind of chilling around. Here it is. I'm just chilling around in the hobby right now. I'm not doing any extreme moves. The most extreme thing I'm doing is just saving up to pay my taxes. So taxes are due in like a month or 2. And I pay a lot in taxes, so I'm just saving up for my taxes. So you pulled the Vigavolt, and that Vigavolt would have been in the 100 start deck. You are. He's holding me hostage for views and likes. Help! Here's Entei. Here's Reggie Steele. Oh, that looks really good. All right, and here's Togekiss. Nice. All right. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the big order. You walk away with not 1, but 2 ARs. That doesn't seem like much, but you know, if either of them grade 10, you're set. That's how crazy it is. All right. How much to donate for Mr. to clean his bed sheets? Mary, I'm not cleaning my bed sheets. They shall remain stanky. I don't wash my bed sheets every week like a person who's insane. I wash my bed sheets once a month, which is plenty. That is plenty. It is. That's probably higher than most people. I bet you most people don't even wash their bed for like 2 or 3 months. You are. It's like asking me, What if I were to ask you, why don't you clean your... Okay, so if your bed sheets get like sweat and spit and hair follicles and dead skin, if your bed gets all that in it, well, why don't I ask you, why aren't you cleaning your bed every night? Why aren't you changing your bed sheets every night, huh? Because you're dirty, that's why. Hell no, dude. Once a month is plenty. Bed sheets once a month. I'm not climbing in my bed dirty. I'm pretty clean when I climb in my bed. Okay. Wait, you guys wash your bed sheets? Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about? She's saying I don't clean my bed sheets enough at once per month. I thought once per month was a lot. We are. There's probably people out there who don't wash them once a year. They're like, nah, it's fine. It's just a little crusty. What are bed sheets? Do you guys not just lay on a fluffy mattress? Wait, you guys own a washing machine? I have a bag. Oh, okay, let's get that bag. I'm going to get that bag for you, bro. Kingdra from VMAX Climax from 2021. Oh, nice. Let's look this guy up real fast. Still got that headache, man. It's weird. I feel like I'm having an energy issue, too. I will have a start to GoFundMe for Mr. to wash his bed sheets. Another GoFundMe for his therapy. Oh, yeah. I'm the one who needs therapy, huh? Okay, so the cheapest one of these is $41. Let's do 42. We're $1 more expensive because we got that nice tag slab holder. Okay, let's jump back over here and help Mr. Jose Keeley's, our good friend, Mr. Jose. So he says he's already got a bag. We're going to go find it, okay? How's it going, man? I hope life's going well. Mr. Jose Keeley's, I got like a massive headache right now. It's really cutting into the quality of my work. If I didn't have a headache, I'd be talking smarter, I'd be talking faster, and I'd have like more energy or something. Headaches like sap you out of energy. Redondo. I don't see a bag for you. You said you had a bag, huh? Can you give me any details about where we might be storing it? Like, for example, is it a really large bag, for example? That would answer one question. Jose Keeley's. Is it a bag with cards in it, or is it a bag with slabs in it? Nicholas. You guys have beds? Drink enough water? Sleep? No, I forgot, but I did wash behind my ears. Ugh. Did you wash your ass today? Yes, I have a very clean bottom. Oh, here you are. You're right here. Wait, why are you over here? Was I supposed to ship you or something? Is that why? Huh, weird. All right. Oh, maybe because the bag was like expired. It says 224 on it. There you go, Jose Keeley's. All right, I did find your bag. Weird. That was a weird spot for it. Check in the A box. Check in the A box. Oh. Oh, so wait. Right. I vaguely remember this. You had a change in name. Aha, you were this guy. Okay, so, and we found a little expired bag with some of your stuff in it. It was sitting in a little spot. Looked like it had a couple cards in it too. Check that out. Look. So you're in good luck today because we found a little expired bag of yours. Oh yeah, so we'll combine these under the same name. And now you know it's very important that everything is under the same name or we'll not be able to find you, okay? All right, very nice. Same name. Or at least when you're ordering under the other name, just give me a warning. I feel like it's your food consumption. You're not eating how you used to. Your body's eating itself for energy. Oh, you're right. Yeah, yeah, I was talking yesterday how we bought cookies from Walmart, and I was not really able to eat a cookie. I had like half of one, and then I didn't crave it anymore, and I was like, that's pretty wild. Because usually I can sit down and eat like 3 cookies in one go. It's not even a problem. That's true today, actually. Those cookies are just sitting on the counter uneaten, and it's a pretty remarkable thing to see. Dodrio. We are. 014. All right, so Dodrio. We had it at 35. We're going to leave it at 35. It's good enough. Actually, I feel like he can go into the Poke Shuffles too. How full is the Poke Shuffles? A little more room? If I order, can I put it with my outgoing stuff? No, I'm afraid I miss... Oh, wait. Did she get your stuff, though? Jacob Chickering. No, I'm pretty sure she got your stuff, man. Your stuff is already out, I'm pretty sure. Let me think about it. Yeah, your stuff is 100% out. Miss Alexis was here last night. So it would be a new round. All right, there we go. Dodrio. We're going to say 014. Dodrio. T10. All right. Oh, okay, no worries. It's your body talking to you. Here we are. Yeah, I would describe the way I'm feeling right now as even nauseous. Kind of crazy. Okay. Here's a lightning. Wow. That looks cool, man. Doesn't that look nice? It says we had it at $70, but it didn't sell. I'm going to offer a lightning break here. So this is a nice T10. Here's a gym break on a cool lightning card if you guys want to take a shot at that. If nobody does, I'm going to move that up into the Waifu Shuffle. If you guys are serious, blink 3 times, I'll send help. Oh, holy cow, my neck hurts so bad. Oh. It's a migraine, but it's like trapped in the neck only. Oh. Oh. Oh, it hurts so bad. Oh. It started at the beginning of the stream, and it's done nothing but get worse. Here's Iona's Wattrell. Ooh. What was this, $35? Man. I feel like this could just be cracked and sent off to PSA, but sadly, if I do that, I feel like it's not expensive enough. It's not expensive enough of a card to really worry with that. Okay. So you pay for a cleaner, but tell her not to wash your bed sheets? Well, we have a cleaner who came in and did boxes recently, but we don't have like a maid. We used to have a maid a while back, like a year or two ago, and we let her go because we didn't want to spend the money. It was too much money. Having a maid's a really, really, really nice luxury, but it's really for the rich. Karis and I do okay, but not permanent maid status kind of okay. It was nice while it lasted. So we clean our own house. But even when she was over here, she didn't do our bed sheets. That's too weird for us. So no, she never did our bed sheets for us. Oh, man. Dealing with a massive headache. I took a painkiller and it's just cutting right through the painkiller. Painkiller should be kicking in right now. Do these shots affect your blood sugar? What shots? Shots. Oh, the Wegovy. Yeah, it certainly does. Here it is. It must be so crusty right now. I never once got in there. What? Were you talking about the bed sheets? The bed sheets are crusty. No, our bed sheets are nice. All right, here is Hello Kitty. Oh, man. PSA 10, Hello Kitty. And the number is 053. So, 053, Hello Kitty. I don't see her. But she looks like she could be even underpriced at $80. Cool. So here's holographic Hello Kitty, everybody. It's a nice one. Hey, what's up, Mr. CS Man? How's it going, man? So here's Charizard Karuta for $65. I'm going to leave that alone. That seems right as well. Old Maid Bulbasaur, nice. Let's take a look at that. He's going to be more expensive now. Old Maid Bulbasaur. He's going to be $40. He's a nice card. And that's why he's going up into the Poke Shuffle. All right, 8 of these. Fooled me, Bulbasaur. Okay, T10. Stock tanking Pokemon Rising. Are stocks tanking? I thought stocks kind of rose yesterday when Trump said that he's having productive talks in Iran. All right, here's a real cool one. Wow, that one's pretty as hell, man. Classic Japanese Clefable. That's a quality card right there. All right, it looks like its price is not really changing. This one's also going to go up into the Poke Shuffle. So the Poke Shuffles have been restocked. There it is. Nice. 014 Clefable T10. All right. That one's really cool, man. So, the Poke Shuffles, they are full. Look at that. Wow. There we go. Classic Charmeleon. I think what we're going to do with the Charmeleon, he's going to go into the live costumes. But he's going to go in there as a cheap one. What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Happy Slow Tuesday. Not too much movement today. Appreciating your orders. We're advertising 151 Surprise. I think it's a great set, underpriced, really. And of course, we have all the same products. Just about anyone's carrying. But we also have a lot of cool slab products. And we got like the binder break, the jumbo pack break. We got all of our, you know, over here, the gym challenge is actually pretty close. The gym heroes is pretty close. There's either 4 or there's 3 spots left. Might be 4. So this one's pretty close to done, though. If you're looking to open up a pack for a little bit of fun, you know, before it becomes unobtainable, because that stuff's only getting more expensive. The vintage packs, that is. Here we are. What are these? Are these Weiss? Can I get more of these? How many of these do I got over here? I'm going to take these and put them in the back of the waifu box because we need more of these blank cards. There we are. More blank cards. All right, cool. We got 1, 2, 3. And do we have a poker card we can put in there? I like to add poker cards to the Poke Shuffles. Here it is. Here's a little Mario card. Okay, good. He's got a little card in there. Now, the Dark Charmeleon himself, he needs something. Yeah, I wonder if I have to write on these. Can I just write on this? Can we write 002 Charmeleon T10? Maybe save some of these energy cards, you know, because we got a lot of these energy cards. And we can throw them away technically, but we just kind of burn through them so damn fast. Ugh. All right, there we go. So he's going up in here into those live customs. The live customs are cool. They're 25 shot at a chance for a card. And we got a lot of nice cards in those live customs. Do you guys need to see what's in the live customs? Let's see what's in there. Show off the live customs real fast. Charmeleon and Butterfree, Sylveon, Palkia, Pikachu, Glaceon, Snorlax. That's all really good stuff. That's top tier stuff, really. If you get lucky in there. Rayquaza, he's a big pull. Another Rayquaza. Charmeleon's in there. Cool. There's Beedrill. I'm sorry, not Charmander. Machamp. Dark Marowak. My brain's short wiring. Halo, Victini, Ultimate Spider-Man, Jumpluff Hollow, Pikachu 9. This nice EV10's in here. Ooh, he's good. I like him. Here's a Gengar. Here's Mewtwo Classic. Another Pikachu. Scizor. Japanese Gengar, 25th anniversary Raga Zapdos, which is pretty cool to own one of those right now, considering we're in the 30th anniversary. Here's Megaladios, here's Roaring Moon, here's Ho-Oh, and here's Leafeon. Huh. So there's not too many poker cards, PSA 10, left in the box right now. That's interesting to note. Same with Topps cards. Sounds to me like there's more I can add. All right, put that back. Pretty cool, right? I love Master Chef. Master Chef. He's my favorite. We do have an order from Mr. Ivan Rodriguez today. Hey, Mr. Ivan, what's up, man? Let's see what's going on with you. So Ivan says, Iona 28 and Pokemon Go promo 30. Now, the Pokemon Go promo, I did just put that in here. I don't think anyone's bought any Poke Shuffles, though. No, this was actually 35, not 30. Which is accurate for it. I might give it to you. Let's go look it up. You buy a lot of cards after all. Let's see if we can find them. So where would we be putting it? In the front? I think we put it in the front. The Dene Old Maid. Lone Executor. So one. How exactly do I do it, though? I don't remember how I do these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that should do it. All right. So I should just remove that. And now he's back out of the box. You know, I don't think it's a big deal because he's a little more niche than some of the other cards. So I think people would be happy to obtain this card. Or have you obtain that card, and they get to obtain something else in the box. Ivan Rodriguez. Okay. Ivan Rodriguez. We are just shy of 40 likes, which is what we need for the giveaway, remember? All right, cool. Did you guys paying attention to this knockdown break? Look at this knockdown break. Take a look at that. 3 spots left and he's done. He is a Pokemon Center promo, okay? Pokemon Center promos probably going to the moon every time. We also just generated this brand new gym break if you're into Lightning from Final Fantasy. Very good. That got a 10. Some breaks for you guys. I know you guys like the breaks. It's one of the things we do unique. Ivan Rodriguez says, here's the missing 5. Oh, I was going to let you keep it. I tell you what, Mr. Ivan, since I already agreed to let you keep it, I'll write you down for $5 of store credit on your next order, okay? Not a big deal. All right, you enjoy that. Let's go grab some more slabs. Can you show the Rayquaza break? Yes, sir. We have an amazing Rayquaza break. Your odds in here are 1 in 11 if you buy in at the $200 range. So some people will probably do that, Mr. CSman. They'll just buy a single $200 spot and see if they get lucky. You don't have to do that. You can buy in for $20, but then your odds are 1 over 10 over 11. Pretty rough at that point because it's over here, see? So you can buy one of these, but you have to pull this, and then you have to be the 1 in 11 guy after that. So it's a chance for a chance if you buy in at 20. But if you buy in at 200, you're guaranteeing to actually take a full spot. You could do either method. That's how we do the Mega Break. The Mega Break is done with sublists to help even people with the regular income just looking to spend 40 bucks take a shot at a really special card. He's very good. He will be probably one of the most popular breaks for a little while. All right. Her name is Eclair. What? Who's Eclair? Lightning? Here's Charmander. Is that her real name? Is Eclair? Like the donut? Here's Charmeleon. No, Charmander. There's a Pokemon Go promo, $2.89. Says the cheapest price is now $60. What do we have? $55. So cheapest price on this guy is $60, and then it jumps all the way up to $80. We're doing reprices on slabs in general. We have found most slabs have gone up in price. Not down, they're going up. Most of these are being adjusted upward. Here it is. That's still really nice. Ooh, Bulbasaur tops. I'm very curious about this. How do you send off the gym breaks you do? I won one and forgot which one it was. How do I send them off? Well, I just put your name on the back. So unless you order shipping, it's still sitting there with your name on the back. Okay, give me a minute. There it goes. Aha. So the next time you order shipping, it gets shipped. That's how we do it, okay? Would you say your favorite, most expensive card in your personal collection? That's a great question. I mean, I got a lot of expensive cards in my personal collection, and I really like all of them. I think this guy just reached a new top price of like 70, didn't he? Big fan of all these. I think it's time to put these away and get some new ones out, to be honest, because I feel like people need to see some other cards for a change, you know, just for fun. That's pretty good. It's like $1 million of cards, man. When did that happen? Really crazy. All right. Whose song is this? It is Javier. This is a Javier song from Advance Wars. Do you think people should make a card game with the true story of the Bible? You could. I think that Christians would find it disrespectful, though, especially if you're monetizing Christianity that way. So you'd have to market it in a very careful way. You'd have to say, this is good for kids. It teaches them about the Bible, yada, yada, yada. So it's not impossible. You know, it'd probably be in a category of those TV shows or games that were targeted very strongly toward Christians. We are. Charizard. All right, look at that Charizard, man. He's nice. And his number is number 014. Mr. doesn't like the Bible or Jesus. Who told you that? That's not true. I'm a real believer. All right, looks like his price is already accurate at $60. Nice. Dear baby Jesus. She's a Claire Farron. Her sister's name is Sarah Farron. Others call her Lightning because they never knew her true name. Whoa. This is a double-sided card. Oh, this is certainly underpriced. This is a pristine 10 double-sided Kuromi for only 40. I don't know why that was so low, but that is not correct. Okay. So this is a special Hello Kitty card graded pristine 10. Could make a great gift for a loved one. We're going to raise this one at least to 80, but honestly, it should probably be like 140. I think I was just discounting it to get it sold, but honestly, we're so low on slabs now, I don't care anymore. We are low on slabs. I can't keep them. I can't hold on to them. She's a Claire Donut. She's a donut? Ooh, pristine Iron Thorns. That's cool. Look at that grade. Pristine 991. Good. And this is too cheap as well. Pristine Hello Kitty for 35. It's just crazy low. So I saw one of those on eBay, PSA 10 for 80. This should probably be over $100. This card right here should probably be over 100. These probably should go to the PSA vault. All right. So I'm gonna snatch this. This is gonna be put properly into the $80 range. Here it is. Now, I believe Mr. Pat just sent in an order. What's the progress on Rayquaza? Says Mr. Shahir. Hey, what's up, man? So you can see 2 of the sublists went off yesterday, and now we have a fresh, brand new sublist with the $20 buy-in. That's some extremely fast progress for any mega break. It implies that that card might not stick around very long. You might be done in 2 weeks. Pat Gibbs says, give me 5 of them spicy pokey shuffles. You got it, man. the Poke Shuffles. You get to see exactly how they're loaded right in front of your eyes, and they're just this fun thing. They're a fun way to take a $5 shot at a slab. All right, may the Poke Force be with you. 5 of these. Ah, yes, 5 cold ones. I'm sorry, man. No luck on this round of the Poke Shuffle. Doesn't it feel kind of like the Poke Shuffle is probably loaded right now? It feels that way. What do you think of Pachirisu as a Pokemon? He's okay. What's the market on the super spendy cards like the 40K ones? I feel like not many people want to spend that except the people playing Hot Potato. You never know. I don't know, man. It's like we've reached a new greedy territory for Pokemon, and there could be a time period where people sell off because they're nervous it's not real. But it's like, you know, I think you're going to see support for that price range over time, even if it's brand new now. You know, like we're getting all these record prices, right? Well, if those record prices repeat a few times, no one's going to question it anymore. People are going to be like, yeah, that's just the price nowadays. So we'll have to see. It's all based on supply and demand. And only in hindsight do you truly know what the demand is. The demand could be quite high. Charizard 151 Chinese. That's pretty cool. All right, cool. So we got a lot of cards on the table now, actually. We just added a whole bunch of cards to the table there. That was articulated well. Oh, no problem, man. How much does PSA charge you when you sell a card in the vault? 13%. They did one with Louis Vuitton where she held a handbag. What? Who? Lightning? Lightning held a handbag? I want Louis Vuitton. Come on, bro. Louis Vuitton. So here's the binder break. Ah, yes, the binder break. Beautiful. We need more cards for it, right? Got a couple cards in the front. Those are all really nice. These poker cards are nice. That Gengar Pikachu is nice. This Frostlass is nice. These XYs are nice. These classics are nice. So far, lots of kind of like middle tier cards in here that are all really nice. And so the value on this, what do you guys think the value on this already is? What if we played a game where we priced these up a little bit? I'm curious. I want to know what that Mewtwo V is worth. He's from what, Pokemon Go? Square Enix did a collab with Louis Vuitton. Who buys Louis Vuitton, bro? So, I mean, this Mewtwo by himself is $20. He is a $20 value by himself. Remember, this is 41 and 4. That's 160. So he's 20 of the 160 by himself. Let's look at Pikachu. So if it turns out that the binder break is this item that's blowing up too much in value before it actually goes off, we may have to rethink how we do this, because I suspected that was going on last time. All right, so this Pikachu by himself is a $24 card. He's 24. So Mewtwo's 20, Pikachu's 24. I don't know about this Druddigon, but he's pretty old. Don't you want to know what the Druddigon is worth? Let's see the Druddigon. Druddigon TG09. All right, Druddigon TG09. It's going to be, well, he's pretty cheap, actually. So the Druddigon's about $3. So he's not expensive. All right. Here's Gengar. Let's take a quick look at the Gengar. He's an English Gengar. 151 Gengar, 094. $5. So English Gengar, he's about, it looks like he's about $4. Here's one that's near mint for $20. Damn. Here's one for $3.39. Here's one for $60. All right, so people are trying to sell him at a higher price if they think they have a good copy of it. That's what's going on. I guess we'll just call ours $4. I don't want to play games about what I think it's worth. The Noctowl's probably about $5. That's my guess. What do you think this Charmander's probably worth? He's probably worth about $5 too, right? Let's say 4 to be safe. But how about this Poker Green Farfetch'd? What is he going for? I'm curious. All right. Wow, Gengar price. So this Gengar, or this Farfetch'd is a total of $23 from Japan. And the next cheapest is $27. Whoa. That changes the equation immediately. Let's check out Magmar. Poker Magmar Green is $12. Whoa. Poker Vulpix. And again, this is the greenback. Poker Vulpix is $8. And Poker Ninetales. We're doing this because I'm doing a study. Ungraded Ninetales is $26 from Japan. That's without the import fee. Whoa. All right, so wait. 26, 8, 12, 23, 4, 5, 4, 3, 24, 20. Let's get a price check on this. So maybe we have reached a point in our existence as a Rip and Chip channel that it's time to start selling singles. I don't know. Because the binder break might be quietly, and in a way that's misunderstood, way too generous. It is. And 20. So these cards by themselves add up to $130. That's nuts. That means the binder breaks are going by and they're worth way more than $160. We have to rethink the binder break. This might be the last run of it. So there's those cards. That does not include all of these. So these have a value. This is you realize this is a near mint prism sticker of Charmander. This isn't a junk card. It came out of a fresh pack. Same here. This is a pretty well-centered Oddish Gloom coming out of the, what do they call those? The lenticular, whatever they're called, sets. And then this is just a full collection of the Halloween cards. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's like 20 bucks. Depends on what the Gengar and the Pikachu are going for. They got to be going for like 5 each at least. And then you've got Frostlass, probably not worth very much, maybe a couple bucks. These are some XY hollers, probably just a couple of bucks. This guy's probably worth a couple bucks. Some yellow stuff. These are probably a couple bucks each too. These are the classic collection Sandshrew, Sandslash. They're not in bad condition at all. They might all grade 10, the classic ones. Here's some Uno. I don't know what the Uno's going for at all. Here's some, here's a Mario Toad. Doesn't that look amazing? And then here's Cosmog 25th. So some of this in the back is more junky than stuff in the front. But my thoughts are this. This has already reached around $160. And how much deeper would I have just kept going? Would I have just kept adding like infinite stuff to it? I think we might be ending the binder break. This might be the last round of it. I think that the binder break probably causes me to incorrectly price items in there constantly. You should use TCG Player to price singles. I'm not an expert at pricing singles. What's your argument for TCG Player versus eBay? Which, by the way, eBay owns TCG Player. So it's the same company for both. All right, so here is an order from Javier Arroyo. Let's go ahead and hit refresh. Classic collection is worth grading right now, says Avik. Yeah, I agree. So, like, I knew that when I was putting those into the holder, right? So we got Classic Collection Sandshrew, Classic Collection Sandslash, and I'm putting them in there knowing that they'll probably grade 10 because they came from my, private stuff. Some stuff in that bag won't grade 10, right? You just take one look at it and you go, oh, that one's off center. But other stuff those are just some leftover cards. And they might be selling for like 50 bucks each or 60 bucks each or more. And it's just sort of like, there's some money in that, man. Javier says 2 mega sublist spots. Here you go. So I think that maybe the binder break's a fun idea. And it's certainly gone off a number of times. But I think that the way I'm hosting it is maybe in a way that's very generous, but it's not understood how generous it is. So people do not necessarily buy into it as a result of the lack of research on each card. Yeah, McDonald's Pikachu is expensive. This guy's expensive. This is a vintage 1996 far-fetched. This guy's expensive. Mewtwo is pretty standard. We could probably keep going, but man, these are some nice classic cards, man. And then that's really nice. I don't know. I'll have to rethink it. Maybe we do continue the binder break, but maybe we actually change the way it works. Maybe the way the binder break works, for certain cards, we actually individually price the cards as we're putting them into the break. That might make more sense. You can easily see last sales and cheapest listing price on the same page. TCG Player lets you filter by condition, and you see a chart like stonks. Oh, okay, I see. For modern TCG Player, it makes the most sense. It's what most TCG circles use, like shops and shows. Vintage, it doesn't hurt to look for. It doesn't hurt to look at eBay and TCG. How much for all of it? For all of those cards there? Well, so this is the binder break, and it's $40 to buy a spot in here, and there's a total of 4 spots, right? So the binder break caps out at $160, meaning I can only make $160 when the binder break goes off. But I'm allowed to keep adding cards to the binder break, and that's kind of been the way we do it. And so maybe we need to change that too. Maybe it needs to cap off at like $200, no higher than $200. Because, you know, just there's a point where it stops making sense the way I'm selling these. Ow, ooh, my head's hurting so bad. It's crazy. Like, look, we can add a couple of these too. Here's a couple Topps cards. Okay, a couple Topps cards. And here's, I just kind of stuffed cards in there, right? Here's a cool one. Here's a Mew. So there's a classic. Here's a 25th anniversary Mew coming in. Okay. All right, so let's do that. So classic collection Mew. And 3 Topps cards. Like that. Pretty nice. All right. We're at 43 likes. Let's hand out a free card, everybody. So we need a free card. Do we need a new one? I think we need a new one, don't we? Let's see. What do we got? Give me a second. Ooh. Ooh. Let's hand out this card. We were just picking at it. We're handing out PSA 10 Jaded from Prismatic. It's in English. So it's a PSA 10 English Atticus trainer card. That's for free. It has a value of about $40. All right. Keyword free. But we're not ready for you guys to type that yet. Where are the slabs for sale? Hey, what's up, man? They're right here on the table. You want to see some of the slabs we've been working on? Charizard, $80. Pristine Iron Thorns, $90. Here's Charizard V. How do I make the background look a little better? It is $60. $80 holographic Hello Kitty. Here's Kingdra 10, $42. Persian 10, $700. Celebi 10, $200. Old Maid Eevee, $45. Here's Gundam, 1989 Gundam for only $100. And here's Hi Kevin Chrome SpongeBob for $100. That's one pile, for example. We also have pile number 2. This freshly priced double-sided Kuromi card. It's a double-sided card. See that? It's Weiss Schwartz is the printer. Promo Charmander. You might not own this. This is actually Pokemon Go Promo Charmander. He was only a non-holo. Here's the knocked out break. Here's a really cool Karuta Charizard for only $65. Dragapult for $25. Heatran. This one's pretty good. It's actually a holographic Diamond Pearl Heatran. It's only $50. Here's Sandy Cheeks for $95. Here's one of those pricey Trigger Trade cards for $180. It's Gengar. And then here is this Anakin Skywalker hand-drawn drawing. It's extremely well drawn and is $1,500. Wow. Okay, and then over here we've got, here's a Consignment Sylveon for $145. Consignment Legend of Zelda 9 for $60. Geodude for $250. Here's Spider-Man, looking a little bit like Elon Musk. Here's I'm No Man. This guy's getting his head crumpled. A Hobbit's Hands. So here's Bilbo and his lover. The Lightning Break, $30 to buy in. Topps Bulbasaur for $190. And Hello Kitty. That's what we've gone through so far. We have more slabs, of course, but they'll be receiving pictures. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, we're going to type in free. Have any Rapidash slabs? I can't think of any off the top of my head. Yeah, I don't normally have a lot of Rapidash slabs, but it's interesting you would mention Rapidash. So I'll keep that in mind that people like Rapidash. Ah, my eyes so itchy. All right. So let me go set up the giveaway on the website. I'm new to your channel. How do I purchase? Hey, what's up, man? So if you'd like to make a purchase, there's multiple ways to do it. You don't have to do it a single way. The old style is that people would head over to the description of the live stream. That's the old style. And there you will find PayPal, ZELLE, CASHAPP, VENMO, and you can just pay with one of those methods. Okay, and you will look for what you want because you'll find a menu there too. You'll find like everything's handwritten. Each item has a price tag added to it. So that's the old style. The new style, we got this website now. It's pinned, and the website works very well. Anything you want can be found on the website. And if you can't find it, you can use something called custom payment on the website. So you can choose between the way you like it, direct payments or website payments. Then you just choose what you want and send in an order. When I receive that order, I'll get an email and I'll start chopping it up. I'll start serving it up. Today, ZELLE is down. Do you have any Vulpix slabs? Oh man, I used to have a Vulpix poker card. I don't know if it's sold or if it's still around somewhere. It might be still around. It might be in the Pricey Slabs channel. I'm not sure. Or maybe I'm getting ready to send it to the PSA vault. All right. So that is the giveaway slab. Let's see who's getting in there. Type in free for the giveaway slab. This time, it's a goofy trainer. He's a little goofball. Why couldn't you have been Umbreon, Atticus? What do we got here? We've got Shinobi. You got it, man. AOG. Number 3. Jacob Chiggering. Number 4. J-Dog Gaming. Number 5. Patrick. That's Pat Gibbs. Thanks, Pat. Appreciate you, man. All right, so there we go. We've got some people in the free slab now. We're going to let that free slab keep building, okay? Now, of course, you guys know we're going to have another stream later tonight for the nighttime. That'll be in like 3 hours from now, roughly. I'm going to check the website. So I'm not seeing any orders right now. Let's grab this bag real fast. I'm going to show off some of the recent booster packs. Here's Nihil Zero, or what is the real name of this? Because every time I go shopping for this, it's got a different name. Nihilism Zero. Mega Dream Korean. Here's Nikkei First Edition. Here's Ascended Heroes. Oh, yeah, he's changed. He's gotten more expensive, sadly. He has gotten more expensive because I was about to run out, and I restocked, and the restock was just absurdly expensive. All right, here it is. Here's Heavy Putter. Here's the very popular Topps Naruto's. One piece. I think I'm ready to drop this to $6. I'm ready to drop that one to $6. $6.25 is such an annoying number, isn't it? We are. All right, let's go drop that to $6. A little price change, a little price drop. Okay, so that shall say $6 on it. And I think we have to update that in the website too. So give me a second. I want to update that in the website. Wow, Nightbot hate me today. Dang you, Nightbot. What's this, OP15? Boom. There it is. I'm going to do a little quick edit on it. And we're going to drop this and hit update. All right. Nikkei Precious. It's $11. We sold almost a full case of that, but then it kind of stopped. Here's Rift Bound. This has been popular too, actually. We bought about 3 boxes of it. I think we got 1 box left. Magic Ninja Turtles. This set's pretty amazing. I've really been enjoying it. We've opened a whole box of this so far. OP14. I think we've only sold about 1 box of the entire case. So this is pretty fresh. And then OP10, same deal. I think we've sold about 1 box of the entire case. I really don't think that the prices on these English packs are too crazy. 13 and 16. Those are pretty reasonable. And yeah, my favorite product right now on the menu is going to be 151 Surprise. I've done an analysis and I feel in my gut that this is underpriced. Here it is. So we're currently selling this at $6. And the reason it's so affordable is because I'm able to restock it at a cheap price. I think the fact that it's a 151 set that you can open for $6, pull out the Bubble Mew and pull out the Pikachu Gengar makes it totally underpriced. It's a set we were formerly selling for $10, and it was selling consistently at $10. So now it's almost 50% that price. So I'm a big fan of that right now. One of my favorites. All right, put that back. So that is a look at the boosties. What you guys waiting on to come to the menu? You guys waiting on anything interesting to come to the menu? I noticed, here it is. I noticed this was not a heavy seller. Did you guys notice that? You know, nobody's pulled the Gray Ninja. So on the list over here, things that could get you into a clip worthy. So Ninja Spinner should be added to the list. For a Ninja Spinner, I wish the camera would stop doing that. Gray Ninja. All right, Ninja Spinner, Gray Ninja. Scooby-Doo. That's 151 Surprise. How many packs are in a box? 15 packs in a box. China, though. Chinese cards have been doing very well. Chinese cards sell, actually. I think it's because everyone kind of acknowledges that China has a big, rich, powerful economy. And so when they go, oh, man, this is in Chinese language, you go, yeah, but China's doing good, bro. China's doing real good. All right, this guy has gone up in price. All right. Okay. Bulbasaur. Serious. For Mr. Panita and I just bought a lot of the new My Little Pony. Yeah, the My Little Pony. Yeah. It's looking like we're heading into 2 p.m., guys. I think it's going to be time to wrap up the Tuesday morning stream. Definitely a little bit of a slower stream. Tuesday's often slow. So we'll see you guys around for the nighttime stream. I think I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. There's simply not enough orders in the queue. Let me know if anyone here had an order in the queue. Oh, we do have one. Mr. Javier Arroyo says 1 live custom and 5 Ninja Spinners. Oh, okay. I'm going to try out those Ninja Spinners. Yeah, the Ninja Spinners. No one's actually pulled the Gray Ninja, so we're still waiting to get a clip for that. 1, 2, 3, and a 1. And what that means is you could end up being the guy in that clip. 1 cold one in those live customs, but let's try out those Ninja Spinners. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. There we are. My Little Pony art is amazing. Mister, if I buy the whole binder break, will you throw in the ZELLE TheCardconomist slab? I would, except it's not mine. So that's the problem. I can't do that, I'm afraid. Oh, my eye's itchy. There we go. Yeah, so the Zelda slab does not belong to me. What that means is I would actually have to pay the guy who owns it for it. So I'd have to go buy it for you. As opposed to a donation. All right, so here's Xerneas, and a cold one, and a cold one, and a cold one. Maybe there's some other way. If you want to wait, you know, I'll make the binder break more spicy over time. But I think it's time for me to rethink that binder break. I think each time I put a serious card in there, it has to receive a price tag so people understand what it's all about. Boom, that's a rough round. All right, I'm sorry, Mr. Javier. Javier, I'm giving you a spot on that giveaway slab, man. For the Atticus, I'm gonna put you up in there. All right. Thanks, man. I really appreciate all the orders. Okay. All right. Well. I think we are probably wrapping up at this point. So I suspect for the nighttime stream that we will probably be pricing up a lot of those slabs again. I still have a pretty big pile to work through. Like, look at all these guys. I have a pretty big pile to work through. So we're going to be taking a lot of pictures. Look at all this good stuff. That's good. So you got a lot of slabs to break our way through. And we won't have any new product, so it'll be the same old product. But maybe we'll work on repricing something. And maybe we'll find something new to do in the stream. I'm always curious what we could do in the stream to stay interactive and fun, aren't you? All right, I better hop off now, guys, and go relax so this headache can go away. It's so strong. Can't wait to get out of this headache. All right, I'll see you guys there for the late night stream.